Hello and welcome to Nowhere. My name is Trish and I am the creator behind Nowhere Novelties. I have made a set of resin pens on the channel in the past, and today I am going to be tackling another set, this time using like pre-printed vinyl pen wraps. Many of your favorite vinyl companies probably have these pen wraps, so if you're ready, let's strap in and shoot for the stars. For this time around, I am using the actual Papermate Inkjoy gel pens. These pen wraps are kind of designed for this pen in mind. These are the wraps we're going to be using. Like I mentioned, they are transparent, so whatever glitter color you're going to be applying underneath them will kind of shine through. So I'm taking like a tiny pair of pliers and grabbing this little pen clip and just twisting it off. It's just plastic, so just bend it until it snaps off. You're gonna smooth down the kind of residual piece that's left over with a Dremel in just a moment. Now, there are two reasons why I personally do not use these Inkjoy gel pens when I regularly do epoxy pens, and that's because one, I don't like gel ink. That's a personal preference, but also two, these pens are expensive. For a 12 pack of these pens, it's $21 at Office Depot. And the pens that I normally get that I kind of showcased off in the last resin pen video, those ones for a 16 pack are $5. So now you understand why I go with those other pens. So here I am taking off that residual plastic from the pen grip or the pen tab with a Dremel and a typical like sanding bit. And then I am going in with like 80 grit sandy block and giving my pens a rough surface before I prime them. And after a good wipe down with alcohol, you're ready to prime. In just a second, I'm going to put my pens onto the dowel rods that go onto my attachment for my turner arms that came from Bama Cups. I'll have that linked down in the description box below. And I also am using little silicone, they literally look like little cones that go into the tips of the pens so that the pens can sit well on the dowel and no epoxy drips down into that pen. I'm just using some like chalk white paint from Michaels. I like the chalk paint because it's nice and thick and I only need one coat before I'm ready to glitter. And plus this stuff dries so fast, so you don't even have to wait very long. The glitter colors that I chose, in the grand scheme of things, once the wraps are on, you kind of can't even tell the difference. They're very similar. I did Stardust, which is my favorite, like off-white silver kind of champagne-y color from Glitter Heart Company. I also chose Diamonds from Glitter Heart Company, which is like a nice pure white with a little bit of silver flecks in it. And also White Pearl from Glitter Heart Company, which has the like real holographic, like opaly shift to it. But again, once it's on and under the pen wraps, you kind of can't even tell the difference of the colors. But I wanted to see just how much the glitter colors would shine through. And in the grand scheme of things, they kind of don't. In just a second, you'll see me actually show off each of the wraps and which color I chose for which wrap. And hilariously enough, I actually, when I applied the wraps, I definitely did not put each of these wraps with the color that I chose for them. Anyway, but I also grabbed all of these rainbow colors because I for a fourth pen, I have something a little fun that I saw on Facebook. So anyway, I'm using the Mod Podge method because it's nice and easy, and these, have plenty of time that they can dry. And once the Mod Podge is dry, I go right in with, depends on how thick of a coat I use, but typically it's at least one layer of UV resin, if not two, to get the pen nice and smooth. For these wraps, you do want the pen, the glitter application and the pen nice and smooth. You don't want any like chunky bits. You want that wrap to apply nice and evenly. And right here, I'm applying those rainbow colors to the pen. I'm just going pink, orange, yellow, green, blue, down the length of the pen. I'm just doing kind of the both ends and the middle, and then blending the kind of transition colors into those. So that is preparing the glitter on the pens. And like I said, 2 coats of UV resin, and I'm ready to apply the pen wraps now. This is definitely a very simple tutorial. Like, there's not much like technicality or steps that go into the process. So here I'm trying to figure out which pens go with what, or which wraps go with what color. And again, I definitely screwed it up. Anyway, so like I mentioned, these are pre-cut wraps, and they're designed to go on these Inkjoy pens. You can definitely use them for other pens. You just want to make sure like the sizing is what you need it to be before you get going. Some pens are longer, some pens are shorter, some pens are fatter. So you just want to make sure you got enough vinyl to wrap all the way around your pen. So all I did was take my backing paper off of the pen wrap, line that pen wrap up with one of the straight lines on like my cutting mat, and then rolled my pen nice and straight onto it. That way I know that the pen wrap is going to be straight. It's not going to turn out like wonky. And then I just work that pen wrap on with my fingers, smoothing it out, and pressing it down from the center to each of the tips as I go around. And you'll see there's a little bit of overlap, but I didn't even bother to cut it off. I didn't want to go down that road. And now I'm just going to repeat the process for my other 2 transparent pen wraps. And kind of while I show these off, I'll tell you about that last pen with all the pretty colors. I kind of wanted to show off that you can make your own pen wraps. I had a box in Cricut Design Space that was 4.5 inches by 1.5 inches, which is the same size as the pen wraps that I purchased. And all I did was take a like leopard print SVG file, sized it down a little bit, and like sliced out my my rectangle, which created this little kind of pen wrap template that I was able to transfer just like the other ones. I had a little piece of transfer tape. That was the size that I needed. I lined up my pattern like I did my other pen wraps and rolled it right onto my pen. And I ended up having this gorgeous leopard print Lisa Frank inspired pen. This one stayed with me. I thought it was adorable. And over all of the vinyl wraps and this leopard print, I did another coat of UV vinyl, followed by a final coat of 2-step epoxy turning on my regular turner. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I know it was quick and easy. See you next time. Bye now.